I know we've all had this problem. Why does our wig never lay flat right here? Like, no matter what you do, it just stays bulky, puffy, and unnatural. Seeing people with hills and mountains in their heads sometimes really frustrates me because this right here is how your wig is supposed to look. Flat, seamless, and giving scalp. And today, I'm going to show you how to take your wig from this to this using just 3 simple tools. Let's get started. Before we get into it, I want to shout out Helena the Homebody for requesting this video because this right here, this is what separates a basic install from a flawless one. I'm going to be answering the first part of your question, which is how do you get your wig to lay flat? Now stay tuned for part 2 of your question. As you can see, I'm basically done with my install. My band is still on, and now we're about to focus on getting this top area nice and flat. And the best part, you don't need a bunch of products.
There's 3 things you're gonna need in order to get your install on flat, and I mean only 3. These are the bare minimum. The first one is you're gonna need some kind of wax stick.
Today, I'll be using this Edge Fixer hair wax stick, but feel free to use any hair wax of your choice.
Secondly, you're going to need a comb. And the last item is the most important of them all, a hot comb.
This is such a crucial item when installing your wig because baby, if you don't have a hot comb, just forget about the install. These are easily accessible and affordable. I got this one from Amazon.com.
Now that we have our essentials, let's get started.
First thing we need to do is to create our part. I decided to go with a middle part today, and I am using the end of my rat tail comb to part and carve out a straight line in the middle of the wig, or at least as straight as I can possibly get it on my own head. And once I'm done with my part, this is what it looks like. For whatever reason, I don't know why wigs do this. Every time you part your wig down the middle or even to the side, sometimes there's always one side that has a huge hump and it just refuses to lay flat. I think this happens because of the way the knots are sewn onto the wig, especially cheaper wigs. If the knots are sewn going in one direction and then you part the hair in the middle or wherever going in the opposite direction, you're always going to get that hump. Now, how do we fix this? This is where our wax stick comes in. I'm starting off by applying a small amount of wax directly to the roots. Now, you don't need a lot, just enough to control the hair and give it some hold. Then I'm going to go in with my rat tail comb, combing that product through so that it's evenly distributed.
I'm gonna grab my hot comb here and I'm gonna use it to start pressing this out a bit.
Now watch this. This is why I said this hot comb is so essential. Just by running the hot comb through, you can already see the hair starting to lay flatter.
I just did 2 passes. Just from those 2 passes I just did, you can already see how it's beginning to lay very flat.
Now, if you wanted to, you could continue hot combing the hair just like this until you get your desired result. But this is where most people go wrong.
I've only done about 4 or 5 passes, and as you can see, it already looks so much better. But I'm gonna show you one trick that's gonna get it even flatter in a shorter amount of time.
Now pay attention because I'm about to put you on game. If you really want your wig on flat, you have to work in sections. As you saw, I used my rat tail comb and I parted a section on the side of the frontal. I will now apply a little bit of wax and then go in with my comb to distribute that product all the way through. And then we follow up with the hot comb. Now why am I doing this? We're doing this because this helps the hair underneath and not just the top layer to lay flat. Be careful not to burn yourself by leaving the comb in one spot for too long, by the way.
That's hot.
Because if you only press the top, the bulk is still hiding underneath, and that's what causes that hump. Secondly, let's talk about technique, because it's not just about running the comb through the hair. You want to lay the hot comb flat against the wig. Use the sides and even the back of the comb to press everything down. You're not just straightening, you're molding the hair into place, and this is what really gives you that super flat, scalp-like finish. Once I'm done with that section, I'm going to create another section in my frontal and repeat the same process, parting, applying wax, and pressing everything down until I get to the middle of my frontal. Can you see the difference that this process is making? I mean, look how flat this section of my frontal is. Once we get to the middle where we made our original part, we're going to bring everything together and go over it one more time just to make sure that everything is laying as flat as possible. Now don't forget to do your sides and even the back of your head because everything needs to flow together. From here, again, all you need to do is repeat the same process to the other side of your frontal or closure.
So here is one side done, and as you can see, the difference is night and day. Like,
you're welcome. Don't ever say I didn't teach you anything. Now let's get this other side laid and slayed. And boom, here you go. Laid, slayed, flat, sleek. She is looking so good. Now let's add some finishing touches. I'm going to remove my band and clean up the front of my part using my rat tail comb, getting everything as straight as I possibly can. You will also see me kind of pluck the part a little bit because the hairline on this wig was a little bit dense in the front. I barely plucked it before I installed it, so I just decided to remove a little bit of the excess right in front of the part, and then I went in with my hot comb once again, carefully pressing the front down so that everything flows together. Basically, we're done. You can end the video right here if you'd like, but this is just an extra step I decided to randomly take. Do you see these overly bleached and sparse spots showing up in the part? I am going to attempt to fix this using this root touch-up spray and my rat tail comb to try to make that line nice and crisp. Now I say attempt because this is the very first time I've ever done this, and I was kind of scared and very unsure of how this was going to turn out because normally when I want to clean up my part, I'll either use some eyeshadow that matches the hair or a dark pencil, but I saw a girl do this on an Instagram post and decided, why not try it? I mean, she made it look simple enough, and if I can find her tag, I'll tag her in the video or in the description below. But honestly, y'all, I was pleasantly surprised. It was not half bad. Essentially, you just place your comb in the middle of your part, line it up as straight as you possibly can get it, and then spray the end of the comb lightly with your root touch-up spray, and the end result will give you a crisp, straight line. When it came to the very front of the lace though, I didn't take the spray too far forward because I felt like it would look super weird, so I left maybe half a centimeter of space in the front before spraying it. At this moment though, I realized I forgot a very important step, which was to clean up the part first with concealer and then use the root touch-up spray. But you know what? It is what it is. What's done is done. We're just gonna keep going and then circle back around to that a little later. So I just kept spraying my part until I was satisfied with my desired colored payoff. But this is where I realized something.
it's so narrow, like, or narrower than what I'd like. I think if I'd use like a comb like this with a thicker tail, maybe it would have looked a little better. But that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna move on.
My final step here, which should have been the previous step, is to apply a little bit of concealer to the part to sharpen it even more. I squeezed out a little bit of the concealer on the brush and then I'm lightly applying it to the part, being as careful as I can not to mess up that straight line that we've just created. Honestly, I thought this was going to be so ugly, but it still worked out, which is why I said I should have done this first before spraying the part, because then our part would already be clean and then we would just spray that nice nice crisp line over top of it. And we wouldn't have to go back to do anything to it and smudge it up like I just did.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Just put a little bit of the concealer at a time so it's, or you know what, maybe we could use the brush to blend it out. Let's try that.
If you do it this way, there's no need for you to blend it out. I was just trying to blend it out because I'm not a fan of that like harsh concealer look, but at this point I had no choice because it didn't matter if I tried to use my finger or the brush, it just still created a mess.
Don't do that. Don't do that either. Just tap. Just tap as lightly as you can.
So in this case, the best thing you can do is just lightly tap the concealer into the part as carefully as you can while still keeping that straight line. And the whole point of this is to hide any knots or grid lines that are in the lace and give it that natural kind of scalp-like finish. But yeah, that's the end of the video. That's how you get your wig to lay flat. No bumps, no humps, just clean, seamless, natural looking hair. If this helped you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more tutorial like this. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments or if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to answer you. Remember, I love you, but the Lord Jesus Christ loves you more, and I'll catch you on the next one.